Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to keep building our classroom web app, which we kind of stopped for about a month or so. But now, since I have everything boot up and set up again, we will go ahead and get started. And as always, let me zoom this in a little bit so it's easy to read. Okay, perfect. So, just a quick recap of what we did, right? So we successfully finished giving at scores to the students, right? And now what we'll do is we'll do a couple of things in this video. One is for teacher to actually be able to view students' work, and the second thing is for student to be able to, see their grade, right? So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see, where should we start modify? So it's view assignment. So we'll have to create a new route, right? And that's just gonna be classroom assignment, demo assignment, and then we'll give a student ID at the end, right? Something like that. So in here we'll just say view student work. Right, so first of all, let's go ahead and get classroom and get the assignment by doing that, these two queries. Alright. So then in here we can say return render. Honestly, we could just render. Render let's see. Let me go delete it and let's go and say view student work .html, and in here we can delete that. We don't need any of this. So you can just say student, and in here we can give it a oh yeah, we also need student ID. Alright, so I can say user equals user so from Django.contrib.os.models import user. So in here, right, I can say user.objects.get ID equals student ID. Like so, I can say view student work.html, classroom is classroom, assignment is assignment, and we also have the student itself, right? So student, that is the user. Perfect. So now in here, oh, actually, we forgot the most important part is submission. Let me check the models really quick to make sure. Yeah, it's a submission. So here, you're going to say submission equals submission dot objects dot get, and the query information we can use is, oh, perfect. User is user assignment is assignment. And then we can say submission is submission. Alright. So here I can say user.firstname and user.lastname. So URLs. Here I can probably and we can say integer student ID. I can say view student work, and we don't need any of these. Okay, let's see if it's gonna load. All right, so loaded, right? Now in here we then also want to give it a div. Okay, no, never mind. The div need to be inside of here. All right, we also need to give it a div, and in here we can say h3 maybe. Let's go with h4. Students work. All right, students. Submission dot text. Right. All right. So let's then give hyperlinks to all of them. Let's see. So that would be the assignment teacher. And then here, student assignment student. All right. So in here, then we can do an href. Student slash sub.user.id. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and refresh our page. See, first of all, if we have the hyperlink. All right, we do. Second is I would like to open a new tab, right? So for that to happen, I think we need to add a target attribute. Yeah, blank. Just gonna open a blank new tab, I think. All right. Let's wait for it to load. All right, let's go ahead and click on that. Okay, it's work. So it's working on students. Let's go wait for it to do its thing. Whatever. Alright, close this tab. Refresh. Let's open a new tab. Okay, view student work does not exist. It's probably because I forgot to say what class slash. Yeah, it's need to be class slash. Alright, let's refresh the page. Just click on you again. Open a new tab. Let's go. Wait. Okay, perfect. Right. So student demo. Okay, it's a little bit shifted. So in here, what we need to do is let's go here. Refresh the page. Refresh the page. All right. Perfect. Everything looks great. Yeah. I think, yeah, that's pretty well, right? So then the teacher can go back here and say, all right, let's give it 60 points. All right. Okay. So, all right. So now let's make student be able to view their grade. This shouldn't be too hard at all. Let's go to view assignment, student. All right, and then here we can say attach your work. Let's put it after the demo assignment. So your grade for this assignment is, and then we'll say what? Submission dot point dot points slash submission dot assignment dot points. I don't know if that's correct. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that is a correct structure. Your grade for this assignment is 60 out of 100. Okay, let's also make it so that if their grade doesn't show, so let's say if submission dot points equals none, else, and if your teacher has not grade let's say your teacher didn't grade your assignment yet. Right? Perfect. So your teacher, okay, that's is not equals to none. That's what I meant to say. All right, perfect. So yeah, I think this is gonna be okay. Actually, let's see. So there's still some time left for this video, right? So let's add maybe a few more things to it. So I had the assignment thing done, right? How about let's go ahead and start implement the gradebook feature. How about that? So student gradebook. So we'll focus on student view for the gradebook. And how the gradebook will work is it basically fetches everything, right? Fetches everything and fetches all the assignments, fetches all the score. Basically, we'll just get the average of these scores and give it a grade or something. Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna go. So we'll use a table, so that means it has to go to Bootstrap again. And let's go to Docs. And let's go to table. Please tell me table is a thing. Perfect. All right, so now I have the table, right? Let's go ahead and copy it. And first of all, let's say extends class. All right, so okay. So in here we'll say student gradebook. Say block name and block. All right. So let me indent. Perfect. All right. So in here, we're just gonna modify slightly really quick. Okay. So we can say assignment grade. That's pretty much it, right? And then for each table row, we're just gonna say, okay. Let's say for, then it's really just submission in submissions. And it was N4. Okay, so in here, what I would do is I will copy copy it to here. I do want this. Okay, so in here, then we can say sub.assignment.title sub.points over sub.total. And then just for, I don't know, ease, I will, no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so, yep, that's that. Let's go to views. So define view student gradebook. Class ID. Class ID is all I really need. Okay. So classroom set, and then user is just of course going to be request a user. That's a current user that's logged in. And then say submissions equals submission dot objects dot query. Oh, not query dot filter. Class ID. Equals to classroom.id, or not class ID, classroom. Right. And then, oh, can I do that? Maybe I can't. Oh, that's, yeah, I should have. Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna make it a little bit harder because for submission, it doesn't really have a classroom. All right. So let's see. What we need to do is we need to get all the assignments. So assignment, that would be assignment objects dot filter, and then we'll say classroom is classroom submissions. Then we can say for A in assignments. Okay, submission object stuff filter. And then here we can say, I don't know, assignment equals. Okay. Right, submission. Actually, we're just gonna get one submission because then we also have the user, or just request a user. And in here, I say assignment equals to a, or no, submissions equals to a square bracket. And then in here we can say what? And then submission, and then we can say submissions dot append submission. Right? And then in here I can say return random request class slash student gradebook.html submissions. Okay. All right. So student gradebook. All right. Let's add it to our URLs and take a look. Okay, please work. All right. Int student ID. Well, we don't need that anymore. And we don't need the assignment slug neither. We just need gradebook. For now, we're just gonna direct everything to view student gradebook, and then we're gonna, going to fix it once we have everything sorted out for the teacher, because teacher, it's gonna be the same route, but it will automatically detect the row and then switch it based on that. So let's go ahead and refresh our screen again. We're not refresh our screen, so we can just say slash grade, right? Slash grade book. Okay. Yep, perfect. So, not perfect, but in here we can say 60 out of 100. So the out of didn't really work out. Oh, sub dot assignment dot points, I think, yeah. Okay. And then at the end, we will go ahead and give another row. To differentiate, we'll just use light. where is it? Like, okay, let's copy you. And we'll do the calculation on the back end. Yeah, let's do the calculation on the back end, why not? So in here, I don't know, student can say something like, then we need to, so the algorithm to calculate points will be, let's define new functions. It sounds like a function, and we'll factor them to a helpers function most likely. So say what algorithm? So calc point. So calc grade. And then here we can say we need the submissions, right? That's all we need. So the algorithm to calculate grade will be this. It will be so it will be add all the total points and add all the actual points, and divide the actual points by the total points. So it sounds complicated, but it's really not. It's just add all the actual points, add all the points student get, and divide by all the total points that student could have get, and that will give them a grade, which is one of the most basic way of calculating grade, because we don't want to get to weighting and all that complicated stuff yet. So in here we can just say possible score, right? And then student score, right? And then can say for sub in submissions, possible score plus equals sub dot assignment dot points. For student scores, however, we'll say plus equals sub dot assignment. Oh no, not sub dot points. And then we'll return round possible score divided by student score, and we'll round to 2. And then we can also do calc grade. So I can say grade. And then on the front end, let's go render it, shall we? So in Gradebook, and then here we'll say, I would actually want to sort of overwrite it somehow. Let's see if there's a way for me to what I want to do is to really do it here. I guess it doesn't really matter. I can say what this need to be. All right, so then in here I can say TD scope equals, what's that called? I think that's how they get bolded, right? Scope is row. And then we'll say total average, so grade overall, or we can say overall grade, and then we can say TD, and then we can say great. Let's go refresh the screen, and the algorithm did not work out because it should have. Oh, why did I add it here? Should be here. There we go. Now that will calculate this grades for summation. Alright, let's go refresh the screen. How is it even possible? Oh, I want to times 100 to get a percentage. Well, it shouldn't be 1.67 either. Right? That should be, because if it's accurate, that should be 60 divided by 100, which should be 0.6. Not 167. Oh, I divided the wrong way. It should be student score divided by possible score. I want round to 2 decimal places. Student group. Let's give it a percent. 60.0%. Perfect. So as you can see, now start to have the gradebook set up, right? We could also give the teacher more adjustability by allowing them to add different weight, so like multiply by a certain percentage for different category of assignment, for example. Or we can just do that, and then we can also do a letter grade as well. But it will be it for this video then. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any question or comment, feel free to comment down below. But as always, stay safe and have a nice of your day. Have a great rest of your day. That's what I mean. That was me. Out.